Hey everybody, my name is Ryan, I'm the bar pretender, and today I'm going to teach you how to finally get started on building the home bar of your dreams. Okay, so I admit that title may have been just a little clickbaity because the truth is I'm not going to tell you about all of the different bottles you should buy. I'm just going to tell you about the first bottle you should buy and exactly what you could do with it. But don't go away because it's going to be fun. Alright, so many years ago and also many monies ago, I got started building my home bar because of one drink. It was called the Churchill's Breakfast, and honestly, it's still one of my favorites to this day. So I bought everything and I made a Churchill's Breakfast. And then I made another one, and then I made them for friends, and then I made some for family. And then honestly, everyone just got sick of me making the same drink over and over again. So then one day I'm hanging out with a buddy who pulls out a bottle of whiskey and he starts making an old fashioned, and the realization just hit me like a ton of bricks. Oh yeah, right, I could make other cocktails with the same bottle of bourbon. So that's where we're gonna start today, with the bourbon. And I know what you're thinking, oh yeah, cool, let's start with the one spirit that they have a bajillion different options of at the liquor store. But don't worry, I'll even pick out the bottle for you, and that bottle is Old Grandad Bonded. Is it my favorite bourbon? Not necessarily. Is it the most common bourbon in the world? Also no. But it is one of those bottles that you can find in most good liquor stores. It's super affordable at around 25 bucks, and it can handle just about anything you throw at it. So to introduce you to the old man, I'm gonna make 3 cocktails that I think highlight the versatility of this incredible spirit. All right, number 1, the whiskey Highball, developed in the late 1800s and intended to highlight and lengthen a whiskey's nuance and intricate flavors. I've always thought this is a perfect way to get to know a bottle, and the method could not be simpler. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a highball with some ice, and we're just gonna put some seltzer or club soda in here to about an inch from the top. So now we're just gonna pour in 2 ounces of our Old Grandad Bonded and let that kind of cascade down a little bit. Now the only optional thing that I would add to this is just a little thin piece of lemon peel right on top, just to help get your nose in on some of the fun. Up next, the quintessential whiskey-based cocktail, the Old Fashioned. So we'll start with a clean rocks glass right here, and then we're gonna throw in 1/4 of an ounce of our dark simple syrup. To that, we're gonna pour in our whiskey. So technically, I'm making a slightly larger Old Fashioned than some. So we're gonna go with a big 2.5 ounce pour here. Next up, 2 big dashes of orange bitters, and 3 dashes of Angostura. All right, now with our mixing spoon, we're just gonna give it a quick little stir, and then carefully bring 1 big giant cube to the party and stir it a few times just to get it nice and chilled and diluted. And we're gonna garnish with a big expressed orange peel right on top. And that's my Old Fashioned. And finally, for our third cocktail, I wanted to take things in a different direction and introduce a couple of ingredients that we don't see all the time: grapefruit juice and honey. We're making a brown derby. Into a shaker tin, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add 1/2 ounce of honey syrup, which is really just equal parts honey and water. And then we're gonna go with 1 ounce of grapefruit juice. And then 1.5 ounces of, you guessed it, bourbon. And we will shake it up for 8 to 10 seconds. And then we are going to double strain it right into the coupe. And then for a little bit more brightness and bitterness, we've got a grapefruit peel, so we're gonna express it right there and drop it in. Punchy, slightly bitter, super complex, and with only 3 ingredients, you cannot go wrong with a brown derby. All right, so there you go, 3 simple cocktails to help you get on your way to building that home bar. Make sure you let me know which spirit you want me to go with next, and I'll see you in the next one.